Welcome to the presentation of the 4099 clip microphones from DPA. The 4099 series are all very directional microphones designed primarily for live use. It consists of different microphone solutions for a broad variety of instruments. And if your instrument is not mentioned in this presentation, please visit the application guide on dpamicrophones.com for more information. The complete range of holders are carefully designed for the musical instruments and are developed in close cooperation with professional musicians around the globe. They are made so that mounting is steady and secure and without the risk of dampening or damaging the instrument. And they're all one-hand mountable, which makes them easy to mount and unmount without having to put down the instrument. The microphone itself is a supercardioid. It's a miniature capsule in a long interference tube, making it very directional. And the high directivity is useful when you want a good isolation on stage and you need a high gain before feedback. But usually using very directional microphones with interference tubes gives them a very colored and unnatural off-axis sound, which makes them unsuitable for musical applications. But due to DPA's special tube technology, this is not the case with the 4099s. They ensure very natural and accurate reproduction of the instrument, even off-axis. And this means that they can actually compete with a large number of well-known studio mics. The 4099s are all shock-mounted to reduce any mechanical noise, for instance from the buttons of a saxophone. It's mounted on a gooseneck, very flexible, with a good position memory to always keep it in place. The cable is thin, but very strong and Kevlar enforced. It terminates in a microdot connector that can either be attached to the enclosed XLR adapter or to one of DPA's more than 35 adapters for wireless systems. The holder in the 4099S kit fits all saxes and the bass clarinet. It sits very tight on the bell, even when you shake it, but without making any scratches or dents. The 4099T is a low sensitivity version, capable of handling sound pressure levels up to 152 dB and should point almost directly into the bell of the instrument, whether it's a tuba, a trombone or a trumpet. The 4099S should get a good blend of both the bell and the rest of the instrument, whether it's a sax or a bass clarinet. The holder in the 4099G kit fits on practically any acoustic guitar from the Jumbo Western over the dobro to the ukulele. It can also be used on harp, on mandola or mountain dulcimer. Actually, it fits on any string instrument with a body depth between 3.5 and 12 centimeters. To attach the mic, simply slide the holder in place, and once fitted, you can easily unmount and mount it like this. Since the mic is so directional, you have to pay close attention to where you point it and try to find the sweet spot of your instrument. When finding the sweet spot, you can adjust the length of the gooseneck by removing the lock and then move the gooseneck up and down in the holder, secure it firmly again when the desired length is obtained. To fit the holder on another instrument, simply release it by pressing the little pin and retract the holder fully. The 4099V holder works under the exact same principle as the one for acoustic guitar, but it's a few centimeters shorter. You mount it on the body of the instrument, and since it's so directional, spend some time finding the placement that represents the tone of the instrument the most. This model also fits most banjos, mandolins, and some ukuleles. The 4099B is mainly designed for acoustic bass, and the 4099C is mainly for cello. The only actual difference is the size of the holders, and they work under the exact same principle. They're designed to be mounted on any two of the four strings, somewhere between the bridge and the string holder. And we would recommend having the gooseneck going under the bridge, pointing at the deck, or sideways towards the F-holes. Basses and cellos have a very big surface that contributes to the sound. Using a very directional microphone on such a big surface requires you to spend some time on where to point the mic in order to get a good blend of all the nuances. These clip mics are bringing state-of-the-art sound quality to the live scene. So if you have an acoustic instrument whose sound you really treasure, you should definitely try out the 4099s.